You can't deliver humanitarian aid if you're being shot at. The United Nations Relief and Works Agency for Palestinian refugees directly addressing whether the U.S. is doing enough to stop the ongoing humanitarian crisis in Gaza. Agency sources telling us that ceasefire must happen for aid to reach the areas most in need, and that these U.S. airdrops into Gaza are expensive, completely inefficient, and dangerous. At the same time, Israeli forces have now turned away a 14-truck humanitarian aid convoy headed into northern Gaza following a 3-hour wait. Our foreign correspondent, Tom Soufi Burridge, is live in Tel Aviv for us. So, Tom, why does Israel label the UN Relief and Works Agency for Palestinian Refugees a terrorist organization? I mean, it clearly defines its mission quite differently.
Yeah, Kira, look, we've already reported quite clearly on the allegations against 12 employees of UNRWA who participated, it's alleged, in the October 7th terror attacks. Israel has released evidence on that, and those individuals were quickly dismissed by UNRWA. An investigation is ongoing. The accusation that UNRWA completely dismisses, it recognises the severity of the allegations against those individuals, but it rejects the notion that its whole organisation of 30,000 people, 12,000 in Gaza, are all tainted by terrorism because of the individuals of a number of people. Look, I mean, UNRWA says, look, we are doing vital work on the ground. We have massive reach and access inside Gaza. We're talking about teachers they have, they collect garbage, they have health workers in hospitals, in health centres, on the ground in Gaza. And this also matters for aid distribution. Look, Israel wants to disband, or it wants basically the United Nations to get rid of UNRWA. There's no sign that's going to happen, but that is what Israel wants. It wants to stop working with UNRWA on the ground when we're talking about distributing aid. Now, not enough aid is getting into northern Gaza. The situation there, humanitarian, is absolutely dire. And UNRWA says it is the only organisation with tentacles on the ground, with people everywhere, to facilitate that aid and make sure it gets to those people in need.
So then let me follow up and ask you, why would those inside UNRWA say that airdrops are completely inefficient and dangerous? Is there any truth to that?
Well, I mean, according to every single aid agency I've seen interviewed on this topic, they are. And the reason being, Kira, is you can't fit much aid in an aeroplane, basically, compared to a convoy of aid trucks. That's why they're inefficient. They say they're dangerous because you get massive parcels, bundles, which are heavy, flying down onto the beaches of Gaza. And of course, people, we've seen the images, children running out to meet this aid to try and get it. And that's why they're sort of mildly dangerous. But I mean, you know, the broader point here, and I think the Biden administration is not trying to claim that airdrops are some kind of magic solution. They say they agree with aid agencies that they are a measure of last resort. And we heard it from John Kirby, the spokesperson for national security at the White House this week, saying effectively this is, you know, the United States recognizing how dire the humanitarian situation is on the ground, and the fact that not enough trucks are getting in, not enough crossing points, particularly in the north, where there is a really dire humanitarian need, where we're seeing more and more images, sadly, of children who are badly malnourished. Kira?
All right. Well, of course, talks are still ongoing for this potential ceasefire. It's extending into a third day now. What do you know?
Well, we're not seeing any major news today, I think it's fair to say. What we've seen overnight is Hamas saying they're not going to accept any agreement that doesn't involve the complete withdrawal of Israeli troops. The Israelis are not willing to go that far. The Biden administration is saying the Israelis have put a credible deal on the table. All eyes on Hamas. The talks, as you say, have gone into a third day. The time is ticking. The unofficial deadline is the end of this week.